It's incredible. It's unbelievable. What Canada opposition party leader Poilivere giving immigration plan of the Canada. I was not convinced what he was talking about. Sometime he was very emotional in Parliament House Canada. Sometime he is straightforward criticizing Prime Minister Justin. Sometime he was talking, where is your pocket? Give us money. We will get taxes from your pockets, from your family. The poor people cannot pay tax. It's you have to pay taxes on behalf of poor people of Canada, because Canada cannot pay the tax, your tax, because you did not do anything for them. I was thinking that this man is emotional and he is not eligible to become Prime Minister of the Canada in 2025. But now he has given a plan. Now I am switching my mind all the directions what he was talking about since 6 months and 1 year. I was having one hypothetical belief that he is not dealing with Canadian immigration. He is just against Prime Minister Justin. His first and final objective to down the Prime Minister Justin, to criticize Prime Minister Justin, and to make no confidence vote in the Parliament House. And he just want to downfall Prime Minister Justin, and he want to become Prime Minister. He has no concern with the policies. I was also believing at one time that he did not know immigration policies, and he has no any revolutionary immigration problems. I was also noting that he is cashing housing crisis, immigration crisis, tax crisis, Canadian people, real, genuine crisis. Citizen businesses were down, people were in trouble, their expenses are not being fulfilled, their health system is collapsed due to the migrants, due to immigration system, and due to some other problems. And this is the right time for Poilivere to use these problems in favor of his own repute, his favor of his own election in 2025, and he can criticize in a much amicable way. This is the time to attack Prime Minister Justin. These were my thoughts, and he was doing like that. His speaking was very, I think, deteriorated. He was not normally. If you just assess the European and developed countries' opposition leaders, they criticized their prime minister, but they criticized in a much decent way. But way of Poilivere was very emotional, and especially when Justin came out after Trump meeting in the America, and when he came back, when Trump told that you have to pay us 25% tax, and your goods will do business in the America only when you will close the border. And over border situation of US Mexico is feeble, and Canada US border also becoming a new problem for US. Therefore, he criticized Justin that you are not taking part in controlling US Canada border, and you have to take part in controlling this border. If you will not control this border, the prime minister, USA President Donald Trump clearly threatened or scared, you can say threatened, just in that we will put on 25% taxes on your all goods which you will do business in the America. So Justin, when came back to the Canada from the United States, and when Justin was in Parliament House, he was having a session. The Poilivere straightforward told that you are a beggar, and you are a person who went America with no reason. You are a Canadian Prime Minister. You was insulted in the America. You did not have respect of the Canada. You did not keep respect of the Canada. What you brought something from United States for Canadian people. 25% tax you brought. Poilivere clearly mentioned that Canada-US border is harmful for us, not for US. He told that H-1B work visa holders, 99%, They do not work in USA. They move from United States to the Canada, and they use this border to work in Canada. This border is problem for us more than United States. Poilivere also confirmed that Justin did not stand with Canada with full power in front of the Trump, and Trump was looking superior and he was just looking inferior. He also told that how Trump says that 25% taxes of Canadian goods. Canada is a business hub from United States. For United States, you as people work in Canada. We are not Mexico. He is dealing us like Mexico. So these are words when he speak Poilivere. I was thinking that his only one objective, his only one target, his only one destination, one task, that he want to disrespect Prime Minister Justin in front of Canadian politicians, in front of Canadian citizens, and so that PM Justin become nervous and he steps down. He also tried to convince the Singh, who is a associate and helper in Parliament, Canadian Parliament, and he also spoke out what Poilivere is talking about. Most of the points are correct, and Justin need to improve the immigration system, and he entered. And at one point I was convinced that he is successful in his own target. And what was target? That he compelled PM Justin to speak on immigration, and he compelled Prime Minister Justin to accept, to confess the immigration mistakes, and he came directly with the YouTube and social media, and he told that yes, I did mistake, my plans did not work, and we allowed mass migration, and this mass migration was not useful for the Canada. I criticize Justin that he should not do this press conference, that he should not admit the mistake. These were normal problems happened in almost all countries due to economic crisis, due to the wars, due to the world war zones and some other reasons. And but this is not the only immigration errors due to which housing crisis, tax crisis, and all crises developed. But what happened? The Canadian Prime Minister Justin did press conference and he spoke out that I am the person who did all mistakes, and he confessed almost all mistakes, due to which what happened amazing. A Canadian Prime Minister Justin was thinking that Canadian citizens liked him, that he is speaking true, and he will save his prime ministership, and he will be able to fight in the next election 2025. And being a true prime minister, he was not able to understand that when you are talking about my 4 years immigration policies were wrong, when you are talking about I did not enter the good people, good immigrants in the Canada, when you will tell that you entered genuine, non-genuine students inside Canada, when you will confess that my migrant system created the housing crisis, it will really shake up the Canadian citizens. It will really shake up any human who loves Canada. It will really shake up the politicians who are supporting Canadian Prime Minister Justin. It will really shake up all people who is a lover of Prime Minister Justin. He did mistake, and under pressure he spoke. And this all speaking, when the Justin was speaking, I was not liking Poilivere. This was not basic politics, and I was thinking that Poilivere actually is escalated pressure so much in this young man that he is now quitting from his successes as well. Mean that whatever the successes PM Justin achieved, he did not get credit. He was getting discredit. His immigration system was very successful. He introduced point-based system. He allowed a lot of good people to enter in Canada. He entered students to enter to Canada. They were very true professional people. Some fake, non-genuine cases. occur in each immigration system, and housing crisis absolutely 100% was not depending upon the what the Poilivere was talking about. But now all these stories I am talking why this was my point of view about Poilivere, that Poilivere use the benefits of downfall of the Canada. When Canada was moving down, housing crisis, economy, when Canadian citizens were crying, when taxes were so much, when the grocery became so much expensive, when the health sector became little bit non-cooperative with Canadian citizens, appointment of the Canadian health system is becoming so long. After all these, Poilivere hits the iron when iron was hot, and this is not true politics. This is not a fair game. Fair game when you have equal numbers on both sides, mean you will give full opportunity to Canadian Prime Minister when both sides are equal. He attacked Canadian Prime Minister when Canadian Prime Minister was having problems in economy of the Canada, when Canadian citizens were doing protest against immigrants, when Canadian citizens were not getting homes. One Canadian woman of almost 60 years did message to me and told, sir, I did not have home. I was sad. I was worried that if woman having 60 years age has no house and living without house, and if the Canada developed country, a dream country, a country where Asian peoples, African peoples want to go all the way, they are giving a lot of dollars to the agents, but where the people go, the people nationals are not getting homes. That is very sad story. But now this new immigration plan which is introduced by Poilivere changed my mind. He was absolutely right. He was not getting benefit of downfall of the Canada housing crisis. He was not getting benefit of Canadian economic crisis. He was talking true. What he delivered plan of immigration is amazing. I did not see any immigration system introducing revolutionary immigration program by Poilivere like that. I think he's a most intelligent man. I was now thinking that his criticism on Prime Minister Justin was political, was genuine. He was not hitting personality. He was telling all right things. He was very right that even Donald Trump did not take oath. There was no any responsibility of PM Justin to move to US and sit with President Trump and gets the pressure directly and gets the worst packages for Canada, like 25% taxes on the goods when you will do business in United States. It was amazing. And why he did not raise the Canada-US border issue, that Canada also suffering from Canada-US border. Why this was one-sided attack on Canada, that you people are opened border and you people are sending us illegals, and why Canadian PM Justin did not tell that Indians, illegals and other illegals, even legals, H-1B work visa holders, they are moving from United States to the Canada through the border, and things are becoming worse day by day, and Canada is suffering a lot of US immigrants working in Canada. And why the Canadian PM Justin did not highlight that all visas of US, the people, skilled workers who are coming, they want to work in Canada and they use the border and they just come to our countries. Now Poilivere gave a plan, immigration plan. I was just say he is not in favor to close immigration, but Justin told, I will close immigration, mean that he is capping immigration. I was thinking that Poilivere, when criticized Justin, the Justin will say, no, I am right. My immigration system is okay. I will remove these errors. But Justin confessed that my immigration system is wrong and will cap the skills. I will cap the students. I will cap the tourist visa. I will not give multiple visas to the tourists. They will come one time only. I will not give PGWP to the students. I will not give the PR numbers. He decreased so much. And even work permit extension, now people worried because they are switching towards a permanent residents, but they are not getting. So people are genuine people. I am not talking about fake people, non-genuine people. Genuine people are in trouble in the Canada now currently. And what could be the reason? What could be the reason? The Poilivere. But Poilivere plan when came out, I think this should have been plan of the Justin. When Poilivere was criticizing, what he told the point. Justin will not sleep after listening these points. What Poilivere was talking to Justin, what Poilivere is giving plan, amazing, amazing. What the link is that? Everybody in Canada is thinking and was thinking that Poilivere is against immigration, as he was criticizing Justin. And when he becomes a Prime Minister of Canada in 2025, he will directly announce like Trump that I am closing doors of immigration. No one can come. No students can come. No skilled workers can come. And I will close all doors of immigration. What he told, astonishable. He told one thing, first of all, one by one. Immigration is our asset. Skilled workers we need. But skilled worker pathway is not right. I think I was talking these points. My clips are there. That system to call individual is not fair. People are required. System is calling people which are not required. The system is calling those individuals are not required by the Canada. System is calling those skilled people who are not qualified. The system is inviting those people who are giving money to the companies and they have no any type of professional skills. When they enter, they just able to stay there in Canada and they just going for permanent resident. They have nothing in their hands because they have paid money to Limia approved. And now Justin also confessed. So what point he cashed that this is the problem, that Canada pathway to enter immigrant is not correct. What he gave the solution of the problem, one solution of the problem, he told I was just say that this intelligent mind should be in each developed country, and this man must be in a opposition leader, as a opposition leader in my opinion, or as a prime minister. He should be in a position. Such people must be in all countries of the world. Then you will be able to control immigration. He told same point which I was claiming in my clip since many days, since many months. He told that if one person is required by a company, that company is directly linked with that individual. We will not make complications. The company which require person, the industry which require overseas person, the Canadian company, the Canadian people that require overseas person, that will be directly linked with that individual. Those skills he has, which is required Canadian companies, and that will be instant. That will not be delayed, and that will be fair. That will be by justice system. If you are just inviting people within 1 year, fake people, what is the meaning of that? That industry, 100% we will make possible that man is able to fulfill that condition which company require. We will check those people. What a way. A company require X, mean that any person have X. Now that person from overseas person, if they are expert in X, that person will be imported instantly to that company, and that person will be checked that he is able to work on X, mean that he has that skills of X. If he will not have that skill, he will be deported back directly by the company without salary, and he may be fined. And the company will check that individual is able to work properly or not. What a way Poilivere introduced a program. Another thing which introduced that if housing crisis in the Canada is escalating, we will allow only the people according to the houses which are visible. Amazing, amazing. It's make mathematical formula. The migrants will be directly proportional to the housing prices. I mean, if housing crisis word I additionally added, if houses are present in Canada, then it mean if houses are present in the Canada, it mean migrants will enter Canada. Mean number of the houses mean number of the migrants. You will say that this is a really cruelty of the migrant. No, this is a favor to the migrants. Do you think that consultant charged $10,000 from his students, and that student entered Canada without house and without a house, without a roof? He stay there, he is in trouble. Two losses student have. One, he paid money to the agents to reach Canada. One, he paid fees to college. Third one, he has no house and he is suffering in Canada. He has to go back to India. He has to go back to Asia. So these are very sensible plans. Which plan the Poilivere is making, I think, is one of the best solution of the immigration of the world, not the Canada only. Because what the way of a skilled workers, he told. 99% skilled worker which is going to Australia, which is going to United States, Canada, they are use unfair means. Their diplomas are fake. They are just giving money to the agents, and they are taking help of a very expertise of lawyers as well, because they had a pathway. They knew how to process the documents. The genuine people did not know how to process the documents, and they did not much try, and they think that we will not be called by Australian or Canadian companies. And I'm not speaking, the Prime Minister Justin itself spoke. The Mark Miller, migration minister, clearly confirmed that Canadian companies are charging money. And they are charging money, and then they are giving LIMIA approved letter. It's clear now that if you will pay thousands and thousands of Canadian dollars, you will get work permit. This is going on. When you are selling your work permits, how you can imagine that these skilled workers will be a genuine one, and they will do good works, and even they will not be criminal, and they will do job properly, and they will be with complete professional skills. They will deteriorate Canada. They will use one house for their family and with use less, because they will not give any credits in economy and work in taxes to the Canada, and they will be burdened. And that's the point going on. Why Canadian Immigration Department, why Canadian government now telling that companies are taking money before elections? Where were these news 4 years back? According to reports, the Canadian government had idea that companies are charging money from giving and selling work permits. And we know, if you just see the international work permit market, the lawyers, they are just writing, give these money to us and we will produce work permit for you for Canada. I am astonished that if these rules are being made. Poilivere is talking about this thing, that if company need one person, and that person is not available in Canada, and that person is to be imported or to be invited from overseas country, it should be very fair and straightforward a procedure. And that company is true or not, first of all we need to check, and then need to check what are the skills that company require, and then we have to check that person who is coming that have skills or not. Genuine individual, he wants to enter. If the genuine people, if the plumber is required, if plumber will enter, he will not give money, and he will work a plumber very successful way. He will not be jobless in Canada, and he will be successful person. So definitely Canada will grow economically, professionally. If the doctors is required, then doctors are truly doctor and with good degree and with good skills, and will qualify the system and will qualify all system. That the problem of just in immigration programs now were coming. I was giving credits numbers to the point based system of Canada immigration. It was very good. I still say that was very good, but the usage of that system was quite feeble. And how holes are created in this immigration of just in immigration, in which fake people were entering, agents were entering people through these holes, lawyers were entering people to these holes. Now I am not talking, once again I will say, Justin and Mark Miller itself expressed that companies are charging money. Why these companies are able to charge money since years from innocent people in selling work permit, because those work permit was only for genuine overseas skilled people which were required in the Canada. Thank you very much.